Welcome to Pillow Talking.
Welcome, welcome.
Yep, the only podcast shot from the bed. I'm JT.
And I am NeNe.
And like always, we get started with something that we've seen on social media or whatever. And it's been a lot going on. So, of course, we have to start off by giving Tyler Perry the biggest, like, I don't even know, like, round of applause.
Yes.
Like, people don't realize the magnitude of what he's done. I think it's gonna be one of those things where we look back later and be like, man, look how much stuff got started from that studio.
Right. He literally made history. It's like he had a plan and he was like, look, I'm gonna do this for me and for the future me.
Yeah.
Like it's like, yeah.
And the crazy part about it, if we don't know what he did, he pretty much bought old Confederate
massive too
army base and turned it into like a studio where he has like different houses built and stuff for different movies and TV shows.
Literally like his own Hollywood.
It's literally like entertainment studios. It's literally like crazy. Universal, Disney.
Yeah.
Bigger than all of them. It has its own exit. So like if you're on the interstate, there's an exit that says Tyler Perry Studios. And you have to literally get off and go. But it's so crazy. Like he has a walk, like the what is it called, like the stars.
The Walk of Fame,
like a walk of
his
fame.
Own Walk of Fame, which
it's crazy.
He only can be
buildings named after other like Spike Lee and all of the other great.
It's like a whole black world, like literally.
It's Wakanda. This is like the
the Black Hollywood
part of Wakanda. He made like a part of Wakanda, which is really cool.
It's awesome.
I'm more happy about the testimony, like where he came from, than what he actually did. To me, that speaks more. Like what he did is amazing, but his story about how 30 people came to his first show, and now he has this big
and
studio.
He was literally living out of his car.
Right, and the fact that he owns the entire thing. This is not one of those things where other companies have their hand in the pie and can control. And no, this is Tyler Perry Studio.
His own.
Not
partners.
Disney, not ABC, not NBC.
It's amazing.
Tyler Perry Studio.
Yep.
So you have to employ a lot of people that he thinks needs that platform. I mean, it's gonna be a place for urban development, urban creatives. Like it's just amazing. Like it's nothing negative you can say about it.
And it's right there in Atlanta.
Right in Atlanta. There's nothing negative you can say about it. A lot of people you say negative things about Tyler Perry based off the stuff he was creating. And it's okay to have your opinions on the content he creates. It may not be for you. And that's okay.
The point, yeah.
But
they knocked him as a person, as a creator too.
Right. Even Spike Lee and him got into it a long time ago because Spike Lee was like, the stuff that you put out is like coonery and like, you making. They basically just had a different opinion on just creative stuff. But now he named a building out Spike Lee. They're working on projects together because they realized they could do more together than beefing.
Exactly.
And once we as
black people realize
that. Once we really get together and realize we can do so much more together, even though we might not agree on everything, even though our thoughts and our beliefs might not be identical, we can still walk together and walk hand in hand and be like, look, we gonna get this done.
Yeah.
Whether it's a rapper and a pastor, like, hey, we need to do this. Whether it's whoever, we can together. Unity. Unity is power and unity. And I'm really glad that he had the whole grand opening where he invited everybody who's everybody there. I'm talking about from rappers to people I ain't seen.
Exactly. And I was so happy that he opened it also to like other people, other
nationalities. That's my thing. It's great. Just so cool that.
Because he put a lot of people on, color, white or black, Chinese, everything. He literally put so many people on.
I'm talking about from the photographers to directors to
fashion designers.
Like, he has helped so many people that it's like this will be generations of people, who are wealthy because of him. And that, to me, is amazing.
Yeah.
Also, I saw I know last week we talked about it, but the whole Amber Geiger situation.
Yeah.
If you didn't know, one of the people, the key witnesses who testified, actually was murdered. Strangely enough, right after he gave his testimony.
Yep.
A lot of people thought it was weird, but now we kind of think something really is going on because they put out this story today about how apparently it was a drug deal going bad with a guy who had no criminal record.
And no history of drugs.
And he got robbed. It was a drug deal going bad, but they left the drugs there. And it wasn't even big drugs. It was weed.
Yeah.
So somebody drove from Louisiana to Texas to buy
kill somebody.
$100 worth of weed. So I would drive 6 hours. So they basically said that they drove from Alexandria, if you don't know, which is in Louisiana, all the way to Dallas, which is a 6-hour drive. So you pass through 1, 2, 3, 5 other major cities all the way to go to Dallas to buy some weed. Yeah, that's not adding up.
That don't sound like no.
And I'm just saying.
That don't sound right.
I'm just saying it's not adding up. And the crazy part is, it's just like we know something now, right? And it's like, what can we do about it? That's the tough part.
And also, it's just like, it makes you think about, like, for instance, the Nipsey Hussle thing too, like how it was so randomly like that happened. It's like somebody is behind it. Gotta be.
Well, my thing is that's what I put on Twitter, y'all. Y'all make it so hard not to believe conspiracy theories.
Exactly.
Because like it's just like, okay, this dude has literally been living in nice neighborhoods, has no criminal record, came in there to testify, and then now he just gets murdered.
Like how? Then
he gets shot in the mouth, out of all things.
Oh, that sounds like, never mind. I ain't gonna even say it.
So I'm just saying, like, he gets shot in the mouth, shot.
Oh my God.
And it's just like, it's just like,
that's
really?
Horrible.
And like,
it's horrible.
And like, you don't want to be that person to think everything is a conspiracy theory, but man, this one.
Yeah, this
is one of them cases that is like, yeah, it could make, you never know. Like,
this just the one right here.
You don't know because this is the first time that we ever seen a police officer get convicted of murder, not manslaughter.
Exactly.
So,
and that's what I was trying to get people to understand. They were talking about all the other stuff, the hugging and the forgiveness stuff. But dude, like, this is history being made, and it was made in 2019.
Right.
Like, the first time. Like,
because
I mean, crazy. I think with a good guy too.
A lot of officers have been convicted of manslaughter, which is like basically you killed them, but you know it was basically they saying it was could have been an avoidance accident, whatever reason. You know, murder is completely different. Murder is saying you had an intent to kill. It's different stipulations with murder. Like you can appeal, but you got to stay in jail. You can't go. You can't go down on bond with murder. Like it's a lot that comes with a murder conviction. So like when I remember I watched this case because I was like, there's no way she gonna be found guilty. I was just sitting there like, no, she gonna get off.
Yeah,
like,
me too.
They setting us up, they giving us hope, and she gonna get off.
Yep.
And when that judge read that guilty of murder, I was like, bro, this woman just got convicted of murder. But yeah, I don't really get how. I understand why people are mad about the sentence because, black people have been put away much longer for much less.
Yeah.
So I do understand that, but at the same time, I'm just in there like...
Embrace this moment, though, for real.
Embrace the history behind it.
Yeah, this is never before.
Think about what could come after this. Like, now we finally get a conviction. So now we need to start looking for longer sentences next. Mm-hmm. So, like, now we can look at this case as a standard for if you kill somebody, an unarmed black man, it's no more manslaughter, no more slap on the wrist. You are a convicted murderer. Exactly. Then let's focus on making sure they get the appropriate sentence. Because a lot of people really... This case is weird because a part of you know that it could have been an accident. Like, she really could have thought that was her apartment based off the testimony. But the fact that she had the intent to kill him and then didn't help him afterwards kind of hurt her as far as, like, an accident.
Yeah.
Like, if she would have shot him and, oh, my God, wrong apartment, like, giving him CPR, sitting there, oh, my God, we're going to get through this, bro. Like,
yeah.
That'd have been a whole different situation.
Like,
or let's say he came at her from outside the apartment and then she reacted, or something like that. But the fact you went into the apartment when you didn't have to, and then on top of that, you shot him,
And you were talking to a policeman, so they told you not to go in. Like what they told her not to go in. Right?
Well, she didn't follow protocol. That was the whole thing. Like so I mean,
you did what you wanted.
You basically did what you want. That's why for me, I was happy with the conviction. The sentence, I didn't even expect her to get. I thought she was gonna get 5 years. To be honest,
I was surprised at that.
I thought she was gonna hit the very minimum. So the fact they gave her double the minimum, which is 5 years, gave her 10 years. I
think that was right in the middle. I ain't even gonna lie. I was like, well, that's great.
I was just like, to me, I couldn't say. I don't want to say I didn't care, but that the sentence really only matters to the family because. Whatever gives them peace, whatever they want, I don't know what they wanted.
Right.
I know their lawyers were saying like 28 years, but then the family was getting up there testifying. They were like, we wouldn't even like Mr. Gene wouldn't even want you to go to jail. Like he was a forgiving person. Like I forgive you. So I was like, man, that's what they wanted. So like that's why this whole case was something I just kept my mouth and opinions out of because this was one of those real touchy cases. So
yeah.
So anything you saw there?
I just wanted to talk about it's something I saw, I guess, but I mean not really into details about it. But I just want to talk about like I noticed like people just in general like have issues with when they get married. I mean, well, when they have kids and stuff like that, and they are kind of not forced, but people kind of bring up the idea of marriage, heavy, like.
Oh, so you basically saying that? Okay, you're saying that people who are dating or whatever, they have a kid, and then we in some society pressure to get married. There's a societal like pressure to get married because you have to make it right.
Right.
And you feel like you've been very passionate about saying that is not okay. Like, because you can tell your story. Okay. So
yeah, that's not okay. Okay, so as you guys should know by now that my firstborn, I had him 4 years ago when I was in another relationship, and when I just happened to bring my ex around. Some of my family members and like my friends and all that, like older ones, they were all like, "Oh, you guys need to get married. What y'all doing? Like, when the wedding, like, stuff like that." And I was just, even from then, I was just like, "Y'all just met this dude, like." You don't even know who this guy is, and you trying to make make me make it right.
That's the weirdest.
Like I don't
want to cut you off, but that's so weird. That people will jump straight to a lifelong commitment just because you had a child. Like they're like, crazy. No, I don't even know the dude. Y'all getting married?
Yeah, like no, I'm not. And I will. And that's what I tell him all the time. I'm like, I'm not that one. I'm not the one. Like, I will stand in front of you and be like, no, I'm not. And no, they shouldn't either unless they're ready. You know what I mean? Because I'm not standing for that. I don't believe in it. That's not true.
My thing is, I feel like people. Like, for your situation, they care more about the optics and the looks.
Yeah, and
instead
of
you as a person and your well-being.
And
to me, I don't understand that. How you can say you love somebody and then tell them to marry somebody that clearly is not going to help them. Like, it's going to look good. Oh, yeah, she's married to the person she had a child with. But what's the point if the relationship sucks? If they get divorced? If it's abusive? If it's not healthy?
Because that kid is watching all of that also. So how is that benefiting him?
It just looks good to people who don't know me. Like,
it's not like... And my thing, honestly, was... I don't mean to get spiritual, but like, it's not like God... didn't know what I did. You know what I'm saying? It's not like he didn't see.
You can't make it right.
Yeah, that's my point. Like the only way you can make something right is asking for forgiveness and not doing it again. Anymore.
So the appropriate response to that should be like, hey,
make sure you
mention the next person. Yeah. Next time you have a baby, you're married.
Right. And make it right with the Lord. Like, you go to him in prayer.
So as far as people, religious people, like if you're not religious, this doesn't pertain to you. I'm talking about people who grow up, especially in the South, and very
it's big here.
Yeah, we Bible, states, whatever.
Yeah.
Like if you are in the church, it's a big stigma. Like once you have a baby, no, actually, I think it's only for women because I know dudes and
it is that bothers me. Like
because actually, I know a lot of
only for women, but it's mostly
the pressure is for women.
Yeah.
Like when women have a baby, it's always.
But when they do have a baby, they just be like, "Are you gonna marry?" No, all right. Oh.
No, like when dudes have babies, they be like, "You gonna take care of your baby." It's more of a be responsible. It's not a get married. Right. When girls, sorry, when girls have kids, it's definitely
you need to be a wife. Like, you need to, come on, man. No,
you can't make it right. It's not.
And stop you like. And
no, let me lie. You can make it right.
With God
in
your way,
asking for forgiveness and not doing
and doing
anymore.
Better.
But you can't
make it right with people.
There's no D you can do to make it right.
It's no D you can make any sin right unless forgiven. And my thing is, I don't want this next generation to fall into that trap because I feel like that's a trap. I don't care what anybody says. Like it's a trap. Like don't do that.
It's definitely a trap to marry someone who. It's not gonna, help you.
And who's not your helpmate? Some people are here for only a season, and I don't think people realize that. Like God also, allows people to be in our lives for only a season,
right?
And that's all their purpose.
A season,
you know what I mean?
Reason.
Exactly, and that's all their purpose, and then it's done. Right. And second of all, my thing is also that I lost my train of thought. I don't think it's cool to do that because. I lost my train of thought. This is weird. Anyway, yeah. But I just don't think it's cool. Okay. And I want to say that you don't get married for that. That's the wrong reason to get married, first of all. Second of all, you I don't know. It's gonna come back later. Anyway.
Yeah, we're not gonna talk about it later. So anyway.
Yeah, that's not cool.
You don't have to get married to. You have to. If you have a child with somebody, don't let people pressure you into staying in a relationship or get married just because you have a child.
Right.
Like you can co-parent effectively and not be together. Bottom line.
For real.
That's it. That's the end of the story.
You really can.
It's really that simple.
But honestly, it's really a lot of older people that kind of, push that on you,
Right, but that's why a lot of them were stuck in relationships
and that's
they
so
didn't want to be in.
Exactly. And it's like you would think you would learn, you would think they would learn and teach people not to do that.
Right.
You know what I mean? But my mom, the reason why I was so stern in that was my mom told me that. She said, don't do that.
Right.
You already did. It already happened, Live your life. I'm not going to ever, she was like, I'm not going to force you to marry somebody. If you're not ready, first of all, and if they're not for you. You know what I mean?
Definitely no.
And that's my thing. I don't want people to fall into that trap and then they be stuck and then stuff happens in their marriage.
Right.
Because we see that a lot. Like, we see that a lot with people who are not ready, weren't ready for marriage.
Right.
And they just got thrown into it.
I know people who literally got forced to get married.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that they're not supposed to be together, but you can definitely see the struggles that they have because they weren't ready for marriage
at that time. Like, I believe that's why I feel like we should go off God's time.
Why they always skip to get married? Why they can't just skip to being committed to each other?
Yeah, like so y'all date? Okay, yeah. Are y'all serious?
Or get counseling?
Something. They just y'all need to get married tomorrow.
Go get parent counseling.
Right, like
co-parenting classes.
How's your family, y'all?
It's straight to marriage.
Yeah, get married tomorrow, literally. And y'all can get married like this. It don't matter.
And we've seen the movies where it's like, no, I pull out my shotgun. You gonna marry my daughter?
Yeah, like whoa.
Well, what is?
You don't even know me, fam. I could be.
You don't love me. You care how you look to everybody else.
And that's wrong. I feel like it's a form of pride. I'm not even gonna lie. It's a form of pride. I mean,
definitely a form of like family pride.
That's what I mean. And it's just really sad, and you just gotta know how to stand up for yourself and your future. If that's not what you want right then and there, it's okay.
Right.
So.
Yeah. So talk about people's public thoughts and stuff, and opinions on things. Have you seen the proposals for homecoming and prom that are kind of going viral when the guys are asking the girls to the dance and they're rejecting them in front of everybody?
I saw 2 of them, I think.
Yeah, so my thing with that is it's kind of like the same thing we're talking about with the pressure to get married. Mm-hmm. You can't be mad at, you can't put girls in situations where they have to say yes. Yeah. To me, that's unfair. It's why ask a girl publicly because like she gonna be a good person and say yes, but she might not really want to do it.
That's just like when you ask to get married, you know, like propose. Some guys like would tell me like, no, I'm not one for the public proposals because I don't know, you know, and I'm like, dude, what have you been with the girl for a long time, you know?
Yeah, I'm still not doing it in public.
And then like in the mall or
unless
something.
Unless we talked about it beforehand and like you was ready. Like unless you literally told me propose or I'm gonna leave you.
Right.
But
like you need some assurance before you do that
because I'm not gonna put you in a situation where you say yes to something just because people around like you did before.
I was about to say, hey, I don't knock that, babe, because I was about to say that I low key did that before, and I knew at that moment I was doing it for the people. Because I didn't want. I felt bad if I would have said no. So anyway, I almost a year later we just called it off.
No, what happened? You just
like what happened? How did it happen? Well, we was on a cruise. It was like my 12th grade graduation trip. It was like graduation trip, and it was on cruise or whatever. And my mom just happened to be the chaperone. My mom and dad. So my friends was over there. My aunt ended up coming. Like it was kind of like a school trip, but a family trip too, because my family came. So anyway, my boyfriend at the time was like, he decided that he was just gonna propose to me at dinner, like. So it happened, and I was just like, yeah, like, you know, because it really caught me off guard.
Right. So like, pretty much.
And I did it because, and I remember telling my best friend, like, I
you said yes because you didn't want to. Yeah. You didn't want to be that person, like the.
Right. This is what I really wanted to do. I wanted to say yes, and then later when I saw him, I wanted to be like, no.
Right, and like that's what I see a lot of people respond like you could say yes and then tell them later no to not hurt his feelings, but I'm like no, you cannot put somebody in a situation where you know they're gonna have to say yes. Like why would you want to do that?
I guess you're right. That's not cool.
Like why you go ask this girl?
Like you putting somebody on the spot.
Like I would never do that in high school. Ask a girl
because they could easily
half the time it looked like the girl is clearly not even in their league. Like it's the. You just trying to force it, like.
So it's one thing if it's your girlfrione, you know she gonna say
yeah, you know, like this look like it's just a girl that you
random
crush.
chicks.
And it's like I'm not mad when girls be like no, say no, like don't let nobody press you into. Oh yeah, I'm gonna say yeah, then tell them no. That's not.
You cool. And first of all, why would you want to do this big all out thing if you know this girl probably not gonna go to prom? I mean, it could be a possibility. She ain't your girlfriend, so what you doing all this extra stuff for?
And my thing is, it's like.
Or a friend. She's not even your friend.
Like, I know people be saying, oh, it's going to create, like, savages or whatever. It could. Like, that could be a side effect. Like, now the dude never want to be nice and sweet again. But at the same time, he brought it on himself. It's not like it was unwarranted. Like, it was just random. Like, no, you wanted a public proposal, so you have to be prepared for a public yes or a public no. Unless you know for a fact she's going to say yes. Like, if y'all clearly dating or whatever. Yeah.
Also, every girl is not the same. You know what I mean? Like some girls might like all that public stuff, but like I know females, you do something public for them, and they're like, you could have just called me on the phone.
Right, like some girls don't want that. I'm not doing it
because you purposely did it in public, and I ain't want to do that. You know,
especially how they be doing it. Like now, it's not even just public. It's like being it's live on Facebook.
Oh my god,
they live on Instagram.
Shared 1 billion times.
I'm like, bro, like what the girl really wanted to say no, and now she gotta say yes just to be that nice person.
Exactly.
Like that's not even fair to put her in that situation. And all for what? So you can.
That'd be like wedding. Like it'd be going.
Oh yeah, you already know they already being stupid for homecoming and prom and all these dances.
They be going ham. Like I'm like, we never ask people out like that. Just girl, hey, you want to go to homecoming with me? You want to go to prom with me?
Are we going?
Sure.
Or are we not going? Right? It's never no. Or it might be like something sweet, like surprise, but it's not gonna be like the stuff they be doing.
Yeah, or like a note, check yes for you know.
Yeah, something cool, but they was going too far.
Like they're getting married or something. Like people be.
Let's not even talk about the outfits they be wearing to the dance and the foreign cars they be written and the hotel rooms and all that.
The Barbie boxes they be showing up.
This is too much. But more of the story is don't be that person.
Put people on the spot.
Put people on the spot. Because to me, that's a form of manipulation. Because you're using other people's like pressure and you know, you kind of playing on that good heart. Like,
right, taking advantage of them. Yeah, trying to take advantage of their sweetness.
Anyway, moving on. I guess we'll go to this week on I Love You But I Don't Care. Of course, I'm talking about sports because the Saints are still winning. Even though Drew Brees is out, the Saints cannot lose. So I'm very happy. Also, this is like to me, October and November are like the best months of the year because you get football and basketball coming back. So it's like my two favorite sports.
Lord have mercy.
Coming back. So I think basketball starts at the end of the month. Officially, right now it's a preseason, so you got like a lot of preseason games. But then you got football. It's just so much to keep up with. And if you don't know, like,
dudes,
I really be on Twitter making people mad. Like, my tweets be going. Like, phone be blowing up. So I love this time right now. I love trash talk. I love all that. So, yeah. Oh, but she didn't even watch the game with me this week. I just want to say that.
I sure didn't.
My feelings kind of hurt about that.
I don't remember you. I don't even remember you watching the game.
Yeah, I came home from church and I was watching the game.
And where was I?
Not watching the game.
I know, but like where I was at in the house.
I don't know. I even added you to the sports group on Facebook.
No, the NBA one.
Yeah.
I've been trying to get out of there. Every time I think about it, I forget. Like I'll be at work or something, then I forget. But like one day I was like, he did this last year, I think, and I was like, why did he even think?
You're my best friend.
To add me into this all boys NBA group.
No, it's got a lot of girls in there.
I never see them coming. It's always a lot of girls in that NBA group. It's always unit.
No, it's a lot of girls in that group, especially girls who play 2K.
Well, let me rephrase it. People like me, because I'm girls like me who don't know why they're in there. There's nobody like that.
He's my best friend, so I was like, one day I was
like, is he serious? I'm literally the only girl probably like me. Like, why am I in here?
Yeah.
Like, I don't care. That's what I'm saying.
But you shouldn't at the same time because you don't care.
Exactly.
But I'm glad that you're trying to understand sports. That makes me happy. So.
Well, I mean, I have sons, so there's no way I can't. Like, I can't just be, looking stupid at the games. I want to be that mom that's so I need to know.
Right.
But yeah. So mine's some lovey-dovey topic. A lovey-dovey topic, And we just talked about this couple the other day that they were having a baby, and today I found out that they got married, and their wedding was so cute. It was Safari, and yes, and remember we was like, "Is it serious?"
That the girl.
So you would know who I'm talking about, Erica?
No, I looked her up, and I think. Hold on, let me make sure. I don't want to say the wrong thing and get sued. But let me check.
Erica Mena.
She's the girl that was like the side chick to DJ Envy when he went through his whole thing.
What?
So yeah, remember last week I was like, who is Erica Mena? I Googled her name and that was the first thing that comes out. So she's the girl that cheated with DJ Envy.
That sounds about right. I mean, she liked DJs and she liked producers. Like,
wow.
Like, remember, like on the show she was dating, what's his name? Who was, I forgot his name. She always fussing with him. Anyway, then that's when she started dating Sin, the girl from.
Right.
And now they're friends though, which is crazy.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how. Like I knew when you said her name last time. When you said her name last time, I remember seeing her name somewhere. Then I was like, "Yo, wow, that's
crazy. Man.
That's the girl that DJ Envy was like on the radio calling trash that he should have never been with. He messed up. Like it was Erica Mena."
Yeah, well, she finally got herself together, man. And
shout out to her. Oh, but that makes sense of why they be talking about Safari not invited no more to the Breakfast Club. It all makes sense now.
Yeah, they in a serious relationship. And now, so she's pregnant now, and they got married. It was so cute. They have a YouTube together too, but it was so cute. They're so cute. Like, I hope I wish nothing but the best for them. But that's what I want to tell you. That was exciting to see because we just talked about it the other day.
Did.
And their wedding been planned, so.
Right.
Like.
So you don't think it's part of the show?
No, because it been planned since last year.
Right. I mean, I can see them being.
I mean, it could. It's good for the show too. I mean, let's think about us if we were on the show and we were going to get married too. I would have been like, let's do it around the show. I mean, right. Come on,
Might as well get paid to do it. Like,
you know what I'm saying.
If somebody want to pay us
yes.
I would definitely do it. Like,
and they literally have their own fan base. Like, honestly, I was looking at their
Safari really has his own fan base.
He do, but she do too. I'm just not as much as Safari.
Right,
but
Safari is like funny, charismatic.
He is very funny.
Like,
what is he? Jamaican. I don't want to say the wrong thing. Oh yeah, I think he's Jamaica man. But
he's something. No, I don't know. Actually,
he's islandy, whatever. Though.
Yeah, I don't.
He's very funny.
I think he's Jamaican though.
I think he is too, because he said my Jamaican mom, like he was.
Yeah, he one of them.
I think that
one of them islands.
Yeah, but he's fun.
Definitely
crazy. Yeah.
Well, that's crazy though that they got married.
I know, and he had a baby. It's like I think about Cassie and like how long she was with P Diddy, and then she literally got married, had a baby, and got married. Like it's literally the same thing, but just the boy version.
Boy version, right?
But it's so crazy, right?
I mean, once you get older,
you know how Cassie and them met though? Her and the dude met.
Did it?
No.
No, that was her work.
A trainer, yeah, that's crazy.
That's why I tell you all the time.
What?
That you can't have no trainer.
No.
That your trainer better be Google.
No.
YouTube.
Yeah, but it says the dude who want to train people.
No, I don't.
You don't lie on me. Do you want to train me?
I'll train you all right.
Jay-Z, and don't put that in there.
I am. Stop saying it. But no, I don't want to train people. I say I want to do fitness videos.
Like online with me?
Yeah, I would never train people because
I'm gonna be a model.
Sure, whatever. You can be the before model. They need to find an after.
You childish.
Yeah, but anyway, no, I never wanted to be a trainer because it's just too close contact. Like
you got that right. I'm glad you know.
Too touchy.
And I'm glad you know your wife too.
And I'm not patient. You know I'm not a patient person.
I'm glad you're admitting it. The first step is admitting.
And you know I'm not a people person. I only like my family.
That's weird.
So other people, I don't.
It's weird.
Like I can socialize, but I'm not gonna be for saying the same stuff over and over again. Telling you, like, I couldn't be a trainer because I'll just be like, all right, I quit.
Yeah, he would walk out. Away. Like, you faking, I'm leaving. Like, call me whenever you trying to do something.
And that just come from playing sports. Like, we didn't do that. Like,
but, like, I play sports. Like, you just don't know how to, like, have patience with women. Like, I think it's what it is. Like, because they're so soft and you, like, dude, why are you soft? Like, why? Like,
I don't know.
You don't understand. Like, because he always pushes me to my wits end. Like, he...
Okay. You say I push you to your wits end. I actually do 10 push-ups.
Okay, and I haven't done push-ups ever, like, in my life.
That's my point.
So why the heck can I do 10 push-ups?
Because you can.
How?
You did 6.
Yeah.
So that if you can do 6, you can do 10. That's common sense. That's what I'm trying to tell you. No. This is why I can't be a trainer.
This is now because I've been kind of working out, but I'm talking about the first time you told me to do 10, and it's like, what, dude? It's my first time.
If you can't do 10 girl push-ups, you have a serious problem.
No. You wanted me to do regular push-ups.
No, not the first time. I was like, just do it.
You was going ham right here. Yes, you were.
But okay, could you do one regular one?
Yeah.
Okay, so I mean you could have did 10. You could have did 1 10 times. You could have did 1, took a break, did 1, took a break. You could do 10. That's my point.
I did take a break and do it. God, but that back to back, no.
See, this is why I can't be a trainer.
No. Stop. Like you sugarcoating. You better stop that.
I can tell you about the time Dominique dropped the weight on her finger.
Childish.
Trying to do push-ups.
No, you did that. That was you. That was stupid, babe. Yeah, that was you. I told you. This was him. Now, I remember this story. This was you. I told him. I said, I cannot pick that up. He was so trying to, coach me out. This is when he started talking. He was lifting weights. He had his 25-pound weights in his room, and he was like, "Girl, you can pick that up. You can pick that up." And I was like, "I cannot pick this up."
See?
I was like, "I cannot pick this up. I'm telling you that I cannot pick this up." So he was like, "Pick it up." So I went to pick it up, and it was so heavy that I just put it down, right? And then he was like, then I think that's when he was like, "Okay, now let's do some push-ups." And then like something happened with the weights. I don't know if I was I don't know what I was doing. But anyway, the weight
dropped the weight on your finger. Stop trying to blame me.
No, that's not what happened.
Yes, it did. You went to move the weight over, and instead of moving it over, you pushed it and it fell on your finger.
Okay, but that wouldn't have happened if you wouldn't have made me pick the weight up in the first place, because it would have been back where it would have been back where it belonged.
Trying to paint me as a bad person when you dropped it on
I'm just trying to say you always trying to push people. Like
that's why I can't be a trainer.
You're
more
a pusher. That's why, and because his wife. Don't leave that out.
And because of my wife.
There you go. Bing.
All right. That's it, guys.
Good night, guys.
Pillow talk.